wasn't going to make a video about this, but then I saw that this news became global. In fact, when I saw that this news became front page in Japan and Korea and a bunch of other countries and China as well, I thought, isn't this funny? How would Toyota Japan be feeling about this now? I think they'd be feeling, I don't know, angry, mortified, something, some kind of strong emotion, because this looks kind of bad for them. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back, everyone else. Thank you for tuning in. And to all of the new subscribers that have come on board recently, we've done more than 2,500 videos over the past 18 months. A lot of them about the likelihood of some companies going bankrupt, others not, about the most indebted company in the world and how it's conning everyone into thinking that everything's going great, but actually it's on the precipice of absolute disaster. That's a true story. So make sure you check that one out. What about now? What about Toyota now? By the way, I was talking about Toyota. They have more debt than any company in the world, $221 billion of debt. When you compare that to, say, Tesla, who has $2 billion, Subaru, $2 billion, it looks pretty bad, doesn't it? I mean, all you need is even one bad quarter where you lost money in the US in the third quarter, and all of a sudden, things start to look a bit difficult. And you start to say things like, well, we're going to drastically increase the price of our cars in the US, even though it's our most important market worldwide, because we didn't make any money there in the last quarter. I don't know how consumers are going to feel about that. But I do know that they don't have a whole lot of choice, because Tesla makes, well, a lot more money per car than Toyota does. And it's surprising to me that the Japanese newspapers picked this story up and printed it, because frankly, it doesn't look good for the biggest company in Japan. Now, in the first half of the year, Tesla made 4.5 times more money per car than Ford and General Motors made per car. But that's nothing in comparison to Toyota. Remember, it wasn't very long ago, right? That everyone was saying Tesla was going to go bankrupt. It was all over the media constantly. Constantly. Every so-called genius who thought he was a genius was predicting the imminent bankruptcy of Tesla. And what do those geniuses do? I'll tell you exactly what they did. They lost billions of dollars shorting the company. And this is not some YouTube video making numbers up. In 2020, Tesla short sellers lost 40 billion US dollars. That's only in 2020. They lost about another $17 billion in 2021. So the shorts had their pants pulled down. And I'm sure that those guys who thought they were know-it-alls, well, I'm sure that they have felt a lot of pain. That's what happens. That's what happens when you underestimate a company that relies on innovation to succeed. And innovation is what has driven these kinds of profits. So Tesla had a troubled start. And yes, they didn't make any money at all until very recently. However, they paid off almost all of their debt. And as a result, they're in an incredibly strong position. Fast forward to today, and Tesla earns around 8 times more money per car sold than automotive powerhouse Toyota. Now, the thing about this is that, yes, some of that money is tax credits. That's true. But remember, the media said those tax credits would be gone by 2021 and then 2022. And now they're saying it probably about 2023. Well, that's not going to happen. Toyota is one of the largest automakers in the world. And I'm sure you've heard this said many, many, many times. They are the manufacturing powerhouse. They're the best at it. Is that really true? No. The facts say it's not. Now, considering Toyota's so-called manufacturing power and efficiency, which media journalists have constantly talked about, it's surprising to learn that Tesla is currently earning 8 times more per vehicle than Toyota. And in fact, that Tesla has done what the naysayers said they couldn't do. Remember, Tesla made a profit for a single quarter, and then what happened, right? Everyone said, oh, that's one quarter. They won't be able to do that again. That was just lucky. They got lucky because they got lots of tax credits in that quarter. That's not going to happen again. Well, actually, they also make more money per car sold, excluding tax credits, than Toyota does. In fact, significantly more. The company also boasts a lot of free cash. In fact, they have $22 billion worth of cash. Tesla reported $3.3 billion in net profit in Q3 of 2022 to Toyota's $3.15 billion. But the thing is, Toyota sold 8 times as many cars. 8 times as many cars. So maybe the number of cars you sell isn't as important as how much money you make per car. The key question is here, can Toyota make a profit selling EVs? Well, currently it's already admitted it doesn't make a profit on the BZ4X, right? It says that car is very expensive to manufacture and it's going to take it many years to design and start putting in place the ability to produce a new EV on a new platform which can actually be economically affordable to build. And the irony about all of this is, right? I'm sure some of you know this already. Toyota once owned 3% of Tesla and it only paid $50 million for that stake. Every 2 days, Tesla makes $50 million in pure profit. Back in 2017, Toyota actually sold off its stake in Tesla, ending a 6-year partnership between the two companies. The reason being, Toyota said, well, Tesla don't do anything revolutionary. They don't do anything better than us. In fact, what we do is better than them. Why would we own any of this company? It's pointless. That's basically acknowledged as the actual fact that they sold their stock because they thought Tesla was useless. And for those of you who don't know, this is surprising, but actually Toyota and Tesla had an agreement to build EVs together, but that agreement ended in 2014. Toyota and Tesla first announced their partnership in May 2010, a month before Tesla's initial public offering. The two companies struck the deal at a time when established automakers were competing to make more environmentally friendly vehicles. As part of the deal, Toyota agreed to buy $50 million of Tesla stock, and the two companies agreed to cooperate on EVs. Tesla also bought an assembly plant in California that had been part of a joint venture between Toyota and General Motors, and they bought that factory for a song compared to what it actually cost. In other words, they paid very little amount of money for a factory that would have cost at least 10 times more to build. The production of the Toyota RAV4 models with Tesla electric powertrains began soon afterward. But the partnership went sour by the end of 2014 amid culture clashes between Toyota and Tesla. Toyota announced in November 2016 it was stepping up its own electric vehicle efforts, creating a special division for their development. There was no mention of Tesla, and the reality is, whatever Toyota were doing at the time, it fizzled out and ended up turning into nothing because Toyota decided to back hydrogen instead of electric cars. Toyota had 2.3 million shares in Tesla as of March 2016. When they sold them, 6 years after buying them, they made a pretty handy profit. They put in $50 million and they sold them for $538 million. The reason being that the initial IPO price was $17 per share. Well, today, Tesla as a company is worth 3 times more than Toyota is. And that initial stake in Tesla would be worth billions of dollars. So I'm going to guess that Toyota is ruining that missed opportunity. Not only missed opportunity to have held on to those shares and those to be worth a lot more today, but also the missed opportunity in cooperating on Tesla to build electric cars and to actually be an innovator rather than a follower. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks guys for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.